Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel English Literature 101. Today we are going to read one of the best known sonnets written by Philip Sidney titled Loving in Truth. Loving in Truth is a sonnet from Sir Philip Sidney's one of the most celebrated sonnet series named Astrophel and Stella, composed probably in the 1580s. It comprises of 108 sonnets and 11 songs, depicting Sidney's love for a girl named Penelope, whom he couldn't marry. The sonnets are addressed by Astrophel and they deal with his love for Stella. Now there is an interesting fact about the title Astrophel and Stella. Stella means star and Astrophel means star lover. So here Astrophel is the poet Philip Sidney himself and Stella is none other than his lady love Penelope. This particular sonnet is a blend of both Elizabethan age as well as Renaissance. This sonnet resembles a Petrarchan sonnet. First 8 lines octet and last 6 lines sestet. The rhyme scheme is AB, AB, CD, EE. So without any further delay, let's begin with the sonnet. Loving in truth and fain in verse my love to show. In these lines, the poet says that he is truly in love with his lady and therefore he desires or he is willing to show his sincerity through his verses, or we can say he is willing to show his love for her in form of his poetry. That she, dear she, might take some pleasure of my pain. So the poet is willing to express his love in form of verses, so that she, that is Penelope, may understand his feelings or pangs of love and get some pleasure when she reads his poem. Here pain refers to the efforts made by the poet to write the poem. Pleasure might cause her read, reading might make her know, knowledge might pity win, and pity grace obtain. So now the poet says that this pleasure of his lady love might impel her to read this poem, and by reading she might realize or get to know the poet's intense love for her. And this knowledge or realization may cause or engender pity, which indeed would make her heart soft and she might show sympathy for the poet. Thus the poet wants to win the heart of his lady by his poem. I sought fit words to paint the blackest face of woe. Here the poet says that he had searched for appropriate words to express or depict the blackest face of woe, that is, the pain of love. In short, the poet says that he searched for words to express his deep feelings and desires for his lady love. Studying inventions, fine her wits to entertain, oft turning others' leaves, to see if thence would flow some fresh and fruitful showers upon my sunburned brain. As I had already said you, that the poet wants to write a poem for his lady love, he searches for appropriate words but couldn't. Now he says that he is so much in love with Penelope that his brain seems to have become barren or empty, and thus he is unable to find exact words or expressions for his love. And as the poet wants to provide intellectual pleasure to his lady love, he hopes that other poets' works, writings, or books might help him in this purpose. So he studies books of other poets in order to find suitable words to describe his feelings. Here, fresh and fruitful showers refers to the ideas or words that he might gain by reading books of other poets, and sunburned brain refers to his unfertile, barren, or we can say the empty brain which is devoid of ideas and words. But words came halting forth, wanting invention's stay. Invention, nature's child, fled stave dame study's blows. Here the poet says that his poetic words and expressions, which should have come out continuously with a flow, was halting. Then the poet gives us a fine example in the form of a family. He says that as invention, that is, poetic inspiration or creativity, is a natural product or nature's child, it cannot be produced by study. Rather, study acts as a stepmother or stepdame and is not the best way to beget an invention. So, in short, the poet says that his search for words by studying other poets' writings, verse, was of no use. He says that he had made a mistake studying other writers' words and trying to emulate them in order to express his feelings. Sidney feels that studying other writers hinder rather than help him because using old lines or words that are already said before would sound hollow, would be devoid of originality, and his beloved won't believe them. Thus great with child to speak and helpless in my throes, biting my truant pen, beating myself for spite, fool, said my muse to me, look in thy heart and write. In these lines, Sidney presents the readers with a mothering analogy. He likens himself to a woman carrying a child, suffering the pangs and throes of childbirth. Here, child refers to the feelings of love, which he is unable to express in verse, and thus is suffering, just as a mother suffers while giving birth to a child. He bites his pen like an idle or truant small child, and even beats himself for not being able to write. And then the muse. Here, muse refers to his poetic power or poetic inspiration. So his muse speaks and chides him and says, "You fool, forget books, forget study, just be true to yourself, look within your heart and start writing." Muse asks him to examine his own thoughts and express it in form of a verse for his beloved. Here I have provided you with a list of new words that would make the understanding of the sonnet better. So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope that you all have understood the sonnet well. If you have any queries related to the sonnet, do let me know in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, I request you to please like, share and subscribe it. Thank you.